Ask Love tutorial where we're going to take you all the way from signing up to being a power user. So, first of all, we go to the sign up or login in the upper right. If I'm a first time user just coming on, I'm going to hit that sign up and it's going to take me in. And I've got some auto filled stuff here, but enter your information, click the boxes, be not a robot. When you hit sign up, it's going to send an email. You'll have to go to your email, open that, and click the link in there, and it's going to bring you back. And this is where you're going to go ahead and log in. Now, I'm going to log in as the test user. And so now when you're logging in for the very first time, it's actually going to take you to a WISE participation video that's about 3 minutes long, and you'll have to watch that all the way through. It's got a lot of great information. And then once it's played all the way to the end, you are then activated and enabled to participate on the site. And basically, one thing to show you is that we do both questions and stories here. Stories of maybe when an open-hearted response was particularly powerful or illuminating, or when you had a really enjoyable time using the heart fluency practice that we offer here. So you can filter by question or story, and here on the home page, it's always going to be all. So now how do we ask a question or story is we come over here and we've got this entry box. You have got to put in a title. You select whether it's going to be a question or a story. You come down here and you can put in standard text. You can put in a link. You can put in images. And down here, this is where you can add tags. Now, tags are they're like headlines of what's in your post. They make it more searchable. And so I could put in, let's say this is something to do with conflict. As I start to type that in, the tag of conflict comes up. People have already talked about that. You can put in any tag you want to, and it just adds to the list. And then down here, you can post a question or story anonymously by checking that box. And if I'd put stuff in, I would have hit the submit button, but actually I'm going to close out of this. And then let's see what it's like to just go through and look at the different submissions. I can sort based on the latest entries, the ones with the number of hearts. I'll explain that in a moment. Then the ones with the most views, the most responses, no responses. Maybe those need a little bit of love. So let me head down here and, being with the unknown path. That sounds kind of interesting and maybe a little spiritual. It's interesting that cancel and leave just came up. That happens from time to time. Don't worry, you can always just go ahead and leave and it doesn't do anything. So as I come here, I notice here's the submission. This is written as a story, and it's actually got 2 hearts. So what a heart means is if this has touched your heart, give it a heart. And then down here are 3 responses. They've each gotten a heart. And it's really not so, hearts are not a competitive thing. It's just a way of signifying, wow, there was something, that as I was passing through here, it touched me. So I wanted to share that little bit of love with your post. And then over here, this is where we would write the response. Go to the Heart Fluency demo video to see about using Heart Fluency to respond. And we've got links in here to help remind you of how to participate. And then right here is the crisis hotlines. I'm going to show you a little bit more about that in a minute. But if I come up here, anytime I want to get back to the home page, I just click that red circle. And now over here, going through the menu items, we've got get involved. So I've got a bunch of get started articles and videos. Here is we really want to cultivate diversity here. So we've got ideas for how we might cultivate diversity here. And you're really welcome to submit whatever you can. Crisis hotlines. This is where if you do trigger sometimes when we're working with emotions, we trigger crisis, and this is where there are intervention hotlines of every kind you can imagine. There's domestic violence, eating disorders, elder abuse, uh, suicide, rape, runaway, whatever you name it, it's on here. So you would just click out to this, and this will get you to a live counselor 24/7. The next is to feedback and report, and that's if you see stuff on here that's abusive or unskillful. You can provide feedback about improvements or new things you'd like to see on the site. Also, down here, you can ask to be a moderator and really get involved in being part of holding the community. Now, Ask Love will need to thrive on donations, and so we really appreciate your financial support. And this takes you out to the ability to make a PayPal payment. About Us brings you to basically About Us, the diversity, privacy, terms of use, and contact. And then over here, you can come to user profile, and you can edit that. You can put in, an image or avatar, and add a little bit of face of information about yourself. And importantly, here, your email will show up for you, and you can put in some information about yourself. But make this email public is left blank. Probably you're not going to want to do that unless you're somebody who's on here as a counselor and you want people to be getting in touch with you. So lastly, we have the tags. If I want to see all of the tags and peruse those, I can click this link. These are the most commonly used tags, but we've got quite a list of quite a library of tags that have been used already. And so this is the Ask Love site. And I encourage you, once again, go back to the homepage, clicking that red bubble. I encourage you to touch into your heart. I encourage you to, make the leap and start sharing and just enjoy what it is to be a live participating member here on Ask Love, making the shift from your head to the heart, supporting your community, and creating the world that we'd all love to see. Thank you so much.